Black Maca is a natural supplement from Peru. More and more people, men especially, are starting to take it. But what happens when you stop taking it? Do all of the gains just vanish when you stop? I completely cycled off after my initial 60-day experiment, but when I started taking it again, I discovered something I hadn't thought about, a specific dosage method that got me better results than the first time round. The strength difference was measurable. My bench numbers went up initially, but it was day 7 after stopping when I noticed something nobody seems to talk about with this supplement. If you're considering Black Maca or you're already taking it, the advice in this video could be the difference between wasted money and genuine performance gains, so let's get into it. Before I get into what happened, let me quickly catch you up. Back in 2023, I started taking Black Maca for a 60-day experiment on this channel. I was coming out of a lower back injury, my training had plateaued, and I needed something to give my workouts more of a kick. I wasn't taking any other supplements during this time. No creatine, no pre-workout, nothing. I don't even drink coffee or energy drinks. So this was a true test of what Black Maca could do on its own. For those who haven't seen that video, I will link it in the description, but what happened after that video is what I want to talk about today. During those first 60 days on Black Maca, the most noticeable benefit for me was strength gains. My bench press went up from a 5 rep max of 110 kilograms to 120 kilograms. My weighted pull-ups improved too. I was suddenly doing 25 kilograms weighted pulls for 10 reps, something I couldn't do before. But here's the interesting part. It took about 2 weeks before I noticed any difference. Black Maca is what I call a slow burner. You have to keep taking it consistently, even when you think nothing's happening. There's no immediate buzz like with caffeine or pre-workout. It builds up in your system gradually. So after 60 days, I was convinced, but then I had to stop taking it. This created the perfect opportunity to observe something most supplement reviewers never talk about. What actually happens when you stop taking a supplement like this that was actually working? And let me tell you, what I discovered surprised me in ways I didn't fully expect. My idea was to stop taking the Black Maca and give myself a nice break from taking anything. About 5 days after stopping Black Maca, I started noticing changes. By day 7, I felt it was completely out of my system. My strength didn't disappear overnight. I could still hit my 5 rep max on the bench, but it didn't feel as smooth. It felt more like a grind. The weight was heavier somehow, even though it was the same weight. My energy levels in the gym didn't tank completely, but there was a noticeable difference. That feeling of that set felt good, let's go again, was happening less and less frequently. Now for me, feeling strong is a huge motivating factor. When I feel capable, I'm more likely to push myself. I stayed off Black Maca for a full 60 days while testing the other supplement, but in the back of my mind, I was already thinking about going back on Black Maca and wondering if a higher dose might produce even better results. So after finishing my 60-day test of the other supplement, I decided to start taking Black Maca again, but this time with some changes. The second time round, I noticed the effects came back faster, probably within a week, but I made 2 significant changes to my approach. The first change is I doubled the dosage I originally took. Instead of the recommended 5 grams per day on the back of the packet, I took it twice daily. Second change, I started cycling it 5 days on during the week and 2 days off during the weekends when I have my cheat meals. The results were even better than before. I was training heavier and I was feeling stronger, but this brought an unexpected challenge. Recovery became much more important. With the higher dosage and heavier training, I had to make sure of 2 things: drinking more water and don't skimp on sleep. So let me break down my strength progression over this journey. Before Black Maca, coming off an injury, my numbers were well below my potential. During Black Maca, the first 60 days, significant increases in bench press and weighted pull-ups. After stopping Black Maca, strength maintained, but workouts felt more difficult. After restarting with the higher dose, even greater strength gains with better recovery. My current strength numbers have progressed quite a bit from where I was 2 years ago. Part of this is natural progression in strength, diet, and of course consistency. I am a regular gym goer and I have been going for some years, but Black Maca I feel has been a significant factor. The most surprising thing I learned from this whole experience, when I stopped taking Black Maca, my gains didn't just disappear. The strength remained, but workouts felt more challenging. Things just weren't moving as smoothly. Now, based on everything I've experienced, here are my recommendations if you're considering Black Maca. Number 1 is it's definitely a supplement I recommend as a daily addition. It's easy to take, affordable, and the effects are impressive when you give it time. Number 2, I'd say cycling is better than continuous use. I do 4 or 5 days on and 2 days off. Number 3, dosage matters. Start with the recommended amount, but consider increasing it after you see how your body responds. Number 4, hydration becomes even more important. You should be drinking a lot of water anyway, but Black Maca is very nutrient dense, so you need to make sure you drink more water. Number 5 is give it time. This isn't an overnight miracle. Expect at least 2 weeks before noticing any real effects. That was my case. And last but not least, number 6, recovery becomes critical. When you're able to train harder, prioritize your sleep. I also think the biggest mistake is quitting too soon. Get a good supplement, stay consistent, and see what happens. Out of all of the supplements I've tried on this channel, Black Maca is one I continue to come back to. It's become a staple in my morning smoothies when I'm not testing other supplements. Now, there is a supplement that gives you similar effects that I explored in this video. Be sure to check it out. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and as usual, I'll see you in the next one.